Hello, my name is Private First Class Moore. I'm a 31 kilo. So I'm 31 kilo, which means I'm actually a part of the military police. And as you already may know, military police supports 1st Division by keeping Fort Riley safe and secure, so that way they can go about accomplishing their mission and accomplishing their training. As a 31 kilo, we provide support in various capacities, so law enforcement and tactical. So for law enforcement, it's pretty self-explanatory. We're cops with a dog. We go around, we patrol, we try to keep the post safe. We go to the gates and help with random inspections and things like that. The dogs are an asset for that because of their detection capability. So our dogs are trained to detect all sorts of odors. I can't tell you exactly what, because obviously it needs to stay a little bit of a secret. But essentially, the dogs are trained to keep contraband off a post. And that helps maintain the post security, helps maintain our safety, and prevents terrorist threats and things like that. So I chose Canine because I love dogs. I've always had dogs back home. And when I was first inspired to join the Army, my brothers told me, find a job that you want to do and then don't settle for anything less. And that's one of the reasons I picked the Army is you get to choose your job before you sign a contract. So that means I got the job for sure that I wanted to do. And as soon as I saw that dog handler was an option, I knew I needed it. I knew that was the one I had to get. I knew my brothers would be jealous, and they were. Our dogs are used in a law enforcement capacity while we're on post, our explosive dogs and our narcotic dogs. And we both use them to keep contraband off the post, keep it out of post, find it if it is here, and then respond to bomb threats, respond to drug raids, things like that. And those are the more exciting parts of our job. Our capabilities also go towards patrol work too, in the sense of, we refer to it as patrol work, but you might just see it as a dog biting someone. But our dogs are used to apprehend people as well. So say there is someone who managed to get into a SCIF site and they got some classified paperwork, we can't let them get away with that, and they're making a break for it running off post, we are authorized to release our dogs on people like that. So, and that's the case, I mean, you may be able to outrun an MP and KITT, but you're not going to be able to outrun our dogs. They'll catch you. And that's the point of it. The point is that we're seen on post. People know that we have these capabilities, and it helps with that psychological deterrence, keeping people, hopefully, from doing anything they might regret. Our dogs are also trained to search for people as well. So if there's someone runs off into a wood line, whether they're hostile or not, we can actually use our dogs to help find them. And then same goes if someone runs into a building and they're not sure where they're at, we can assist the MPs to help find that person and hopefully prevent the situation from escalating. That's a big part of our job with the psychological deterrence part, is we want to keep things peaceful. We don't necessarily want our dogs to bite people. We don't really want the things to get out of hand. But if there's a dog on scene, many people will think twice before doing something they should. And that's just a fact. My favorite thing to do on the road is help people. And a lot of people see MPs and police officers in general nowadays as kind of threatening. And I try my best not to ever convey that. I'm here to help. I'm here to keep things peaceful. Like I said, my dog is trained to bite people, but that doesn't mean I want him to bite anybody. But if my dog's on a scene, hopefully it prevents that drunken disorderly from turning into an assault. When a dog retires, it's usually a really good thing. So there's been some misconception about the Army in the past, i.e. from Vietnam, where the dogs were put down and things like that. The dogs that they were using in Vietnam were very different than the dogs we have today. They were trained with aggression in mind. They were trained to attack, destroy at all costs. They weren't necessarily trained for detection as much as our dogs are these days. So our focus is for police work and also detection. So when our dogs retire, the way it generally goes is the current handler that the dog's retiring from, he gets first pick, then it goes to the next handler and the next handler and the next handler, because all of our dogs have had multiple handlers. My dog, I'm his second handler. So they go through all the handlers for if one of them would like to adopt them. Now, if I'm still in the barracks and my dog retired, I wouldn't be able to adopt him because I have nowhere to put him. We're not allowed to have dogs in the barracks. So he would go to the next handler. And if he wasn't able to adopt him, then it would go to anybody who would get referenced to adopt them. Like recently we had someone from our sister detachment adopt one of our dogs because our handlers weren't able to adopt him at the time. And he was retiring, and that NCO was like, I'll take him. And it was great because he had already had a little bit of a relationship with a dog, and then we built it up for a little bit longer. And Army takes a while with paperwork and stuff like that. We already know that. So by the time he did finally retire, I mean, he was ready to go. He's a good couch dog now. I've gotten to see him a couple times. He's gained a little bit of weight. I guess he steals butter out of the fridge, so it's always funny to hear. I'm PFC Moore, and I'm a Big Red 1 soldier.